going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. Do not forget, guys, we have options today. So the pullback is definitely expected. But don't forget, when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, we're the only game in town on the weekend. And then next week, guys, we're going to have another roller coaster ride because we have quarterly futures that are going to end. And then, of course, in the beginning of April, just like clockwork, we know we don't have to worry about the central banks meeting in April. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which have dropped even further. We had the dollar, though, spike up slightly. And we have volume, then we have Tether. And we have Tether CTO. Says that it has up to 1.7 billion in excess reserves. And then, of course, guys, we have USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo still at 2.2 trillion, and we know the central banks are raising rates and running off this balance sheet. Even though the Fed added $993 billion in 2 weeks, guys, we know that was all hush money. So then, therefore, they calmed down the markets, calmed down the people, while they continue on building. We know what they want to do, destroy this legacy market, so therefore the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And guys, we know these central banks want these regional banks to fall by the wayside, and then also these bigger banks to start consolidating. And we see Deutsche Bank showing signs of troubles but we know how much derivatives they have. The same thing with Credit Suisse. But guys, you know I say it first and then they talk about it or they print it. We had Moody's says that CBDCs change the models of the banks. Less fees, faster transactions, and safer. And they say that banks are not going to fare as well in this model. And guys, we know why. Because banks fee you to death. So we know the central banks only want their big bank standing. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale sitting about $24.1 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Coinbase Brian Armstrong says the SEC risks putting U.S. financial system behind other countries. And guys, we know this is all part of the plan. Only thing you have to do is watch my Society 5.0 videos. The emerging markets are going to rise, and we're going to have the fall of America to Babylon. Now we have Cathie Wood back at it. ARK ETF resumes buying Coinbase shares with 18 million purchase. And we saw Coinbase stock get that dip, so she definitely bought the dip. Now we have Binance halt spot trading. I think they're back up now. And then we have CNBC report says that Binance employees allegedly helped customers in China bypass KYC controls. And guys, like I told you, that Binance movie is right around the corner. And don't forget the crypto teacher told you. Now we have ZK Sync Air launches with Uniswap, Sushi, Balancer, Maker, and Curve. ZK EVM on mainnet. Also, we have the Graph integrates on-ramp to enable direct fiat payments. And that's via partnership with Banxia. Now we have Nasdaq aiming to debut crypto custody service by end of Q2. And guys, even though we hear all the negative news when it comes to the mainstream media, negative activities from the SEC, we know while the masses are distracted, we know the NWO are building. Never forget the goal. It's the fourth industrial revolution, this digital transformation. And then lastly, we have Coinbase could see revenue hit if SEC forces asset delistings. And guys, we know it's about to happen. We've seen mainstream media time and time again blame crypto for legacy issues when it has nothing to do with the legacy financial market. We know the Fed is the cause of it all. But we also know the Fed wants to bring in these digital assets. And we know once they come into an agreement with this debt ceiling, we know that's going to shrink a lot of liquidity. And you have to have something to blame. And that's the reason why we see all these distractions getting started. So therefore, when it goes down, crypto is the one that's going to be blamed. They've done it too many times. But we know when the playbook is working, why change it? Guys, is this chaos out of order? We know how the Hegelian dialectic works. But we know 99% of these digital assets are not going to make it inside the fourth industrial revolution. Just like 40% of the stocks that's on the stock market right now are not going to make it to the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.